Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we had a rather interesting airlift from a cruise ship because it had some complications, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. We also have MSC Cruise Line canceling another sailing, the second cancellation in the last 2 days. We also have Bar Harbour in the news again. This time is kind of surprising because the suers and the victors are suing the victors. It's a little complicated. That's what else is new with Bar Harbour. And then, of course, we have another outbreak of norovirus on a cruise ship. And it just goes to show you it can happen to any cruise ship. Well, the Coast Guard is being really commended for this airlift rescue at sea. It happened on the Disney Fantasy, and it happened over 180 miles from shore, which is a very long distance for a Coast Guard helicopter to make a rescue to begin with. Not only that, it was of a 35-year-old pregnant woman on the ship, which makes it even more complicated. You can't jostle around somebody who's having issues in their pregnancy and stuff like that. But apparently they did a great job, very, very smooth. They got her back to land where a ambulance was waiting to take her to a hospital where she could get the care that her and her child will need. Hopefully, no word on how the mother's doing right now, but at least she's at a place where she can get the proper care. So great job for that. It's not easy taking anybody off a ship at any time, let alone a pregnant woman in distress. So a great job by the Coast Guard in this situation. MSC has come out with a second notification of a cancellation of a cruise ship. They just announced the cruise ship was being canceled for May of this year. It was only a 3-day cruise, and it was mostly because it couldn't get to the port on time. It was operational issues. Well, they got another operational issues, but this time it's in 2025, August in fact. August 24th, 2025 sailing of the MSC Seascape will not be happening, and they're also saying operational reasons. Now, this can be because of the new positionings that they're taking, that they're moving their ships around, remember, because of the Red Sea. A lot of places are canceling even the 2025 repositioning cruises and things, and if they have to take longer to get around to an area, it can completely affect what they're doing. Or perhaps they're thinking that they're going to bring the ship in for a dry dock or a repair, something along those lines, but it's an operational procedure, something they need to get done that they won't be able to do these cruises. Now, they are offering them to reposition them to the new ship MSC has coming out in 2025 at no extra cost, a brand new ship, or you could transfer to any other cruise ship in MSC, any other sailing that you want to do with no charges or anything like that, or you can get a full refund on that. And being in 2025, it's not so bad. It's over a year. It's basically 18, 19 months away. So you have lots of time to make those changes. But I have a feeling we'll be seeing many, many more cruise lines doing this, as they, Norwegian just did it for a bunch of their ships. And it's becoming complicated because of what's happening in Panama with the water situation, as well as what's happening in the Red Sea area, where you just can't go right now because it's not exactly the safest place in the world. Next, I want to talk about this Bar Harbour situation, as well as the new gastro illness that just happened on a cruise ship. And like I said, it just goes to show you any ship can get it. But before I get there, hey, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the ship cancellations to the new ships coming online, to all the new procedures coming out like Princess Cruise Line's new dining venues, what they're doing, all the new ships coming online. It's going to be a crazy summer. It's going to be a crazy fall, and we're just going to head out and do a lot of this brand new stuff that's coming down the line. I can't wait to see some of these new ships, and I hope you'll join us along here. It really does help the channel when you hit that like button, make a comment, and especially hit that subscribe button, and I really do appreciate it. Let's talk about Charles Sidman. Charles Sidman is one of the founders of the people in Bar Harbor who started the petition to limit daily cruise ships. And of course, the decision came down just a few weeks ago that they won. They won the lawsuit, and the town council came out and said, you know what? All right, but this year it's kind of set because we could end up in lawsuits because we've signed contracts with all these cruise lines to come in, but starting on a next year's season that they were going to limit them to 1,000 people a day maximum, etc., etc. And so you would think that if anyone's going to sue, it's going to be the ones who lost, right? Which they are. They are appealing that decision by the judge. However, Charles Sidman, he's now filed a lawsuit against the town council. That's right, the ones who won are now suing the ones who won over this decision, saying that they're not following the letter of the law of what they did. They're doing what they think is best. They're supplanting with their own ideas. Instead of going with the specific black and white provisions of the ordinance. So he's suing the town council, and the town council says this has no bearing, it's completely frivolous. Of course, that's what they're going to say. However, it just goes to show you can never please an activist, right? You can never please people who want something stopped no matter what. You can't please them, right? It's going to go on forever, folks. It's just going to go on forever. But we'll see what happens with this one. Now there's 2 lawsuits against the town council, one from their own side and one from the people that they won from. Crazy, crazy story. Now, one of the top cruise lines out there as far as luxury and known for their food and cleanliness and service and everything is Silversea. Silversea Cruise Line. It's a small luxury cruise line, right? Well, even they aren't immune to possibly getting the norovirus on board, and currently on the Silver Nova, they reported nearly 30 people on board having gastrointestinal problems, mostly to do with the bathroom. Now, no one is gravely ill or anything like that. They're just quarantined in their staterooms. They've set down the new policies where they're handing out food to people themselves and stuff like that, extra cleaning going on, as this is normally passed on through, contaminated water or food sources. But it just goes to show you, like, they're known for their food service and everything on these ships. And even these luxury ships can come down with that. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of people, 30 people, because you hear often there's 100 people on the Holland America ship that got it at one point. Well, yeah, that's 30, but the ship only holds 600 passengers. So you're talking 5% of the people on board have it. So it is a significant percentage. In fact, the CDC had to be notified because it passed that percentage that they need to be notified of illnesses on board. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that it's so prevalent out there, but it can happen anywhere. Like I said, it's more common in schools, hospitals, and hotels across North America than it is on cruise ships. But we cover cruise ships, and so I gotta let you know that currently on the Silver Nova, there is a norovirus thing going on right now. So if you're on that ship in the near future, you want to keep yourself extra hand washing and extra cleaning, and that goes for every time you're on a cruise ship. So many people now I see just walking past the washing stations in the buffet and just heading in, and they've kind of just forgotten about, oh, there's no COVID anymore, so it's okay, we don't need to wash our hands every time we go to the buffet. And now you're seeing more and more outbreaks of norovirus on the ships because probably that exact reason. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.